Have you ever wondered how one man was able to influence and control an entire nation? How did Adolf Hitler rise from being an ordinary person to becoming the dictator of Germany? In this video, we will understand the rise of Hitler from the Class 9 History chapter, Nazism and the Rise of Hitler. We will first go through the story step by step so that the events remain connected, and at the end, we will revise the entire topic through a simple flowchart to make it easier to remember. So let's start the story.
It is the year 1945. Germany has just lost the Second World War. Cities lie in ruins, families are broken, and fear fills every home. An 11-year-old German boy named Helmut lies awake in his bed. He hears his parents speaking in frightened voices. His father says, "Now the Allies will do to us what we did to the Jews." Helmut does not fully understand politics or war, but he understands fear. He wonders whether he will survive, whether his family will be punished, or whether they will be killed. The next day, his father takes him to the woods. They sing children's songs. It is their last happy moment together. Soon after, Helmut's father commits suicide. For years, Helmut refuses to eat food cooked by his mother, afraid it might be poisoned. This fear shows how deeply Nazism destroyed not only lives, but minds. To understand how Germany reached this point, we must go back in time. World War I ended in 1918. Germany was defeated. Soldiers returned home to find no jobs, no food, and no hope. The country was weak and angry. A democratic government called the Weimar Republic was formed, but people blamed it for Germany's defeat. The leaders of this new government were called November criminals. Germans believed these leaders had betrayed the nation by accepting defeat. In 1919, Germany was forced to sign the Treaty of Versailles. This treaty humiliated Germany. It lost its overseas colonies. It lost iron and coal resources. Territories were taken by Poland, Denmark, and Lithuania. Germany had to pay a huge compensation of £6 billion. The Allied powers occupied the resource-rich Rhineland. Germany's army was reduced and weakened. Germans felt insulted and helpless. To pay compensation, the German government printed large amounts of paper money. This led to hyperinflation. Money lost its value. A loaf of bread cost millions. People carried sacks of money just to buy food. Savings became worthless overnight. Then, to stabilize the economy, the USA gave Germany huge loans, especially under plans like the Dawes Plan. For a short time, Germany's economy improved, factories reopened, and life seemed to return to normal. However, in 1929, the Great Depression began in the USA and spread across the world. American banks collapsed, and the USA suddenly demanded that Germany repay its loans. Germany could not afford this. Factories shut down. Businesses collapsed. Nearly 6 million Germans lost their jobs. Poverty, hunger, and anger spread everywhere. People now wanted a strong leader, someone who could save Germany. This is when Adolf Hitler rose to power. Hitler was a powerful speaker. He promised jobs, economic recovery, a strong army, and an end to the Treaty of Versailles. He promised to restore German pride and protect people from communism. In times of fear and desperation, people believed him. Once in power, Hitler destroyed democracy. Freedom of speech was taken away. Newspapers were censored. Political opponents were arrested. The Gestapo, or secret police, spread fear across the country. Nazis used propaganda, posters, films, rallies to control people's thinking. Jews were shown as enemies, vermin, and threats to Germany. Hatred was taught slowly, step by step. Nazis believed in racial hierarchy. Aryan Germans were considered superior. Jews, gypsies, disabled people, and others were called inferior. Jews were first excluded from schools and jobs, then segregated into ghettos, and finally sent to death camps like Auschwitz. This process moved from exclusion to destruction. Children were taught to worship Hitler and hate Jews. Jewish and disabled children were pushed out of schools. Women were told their duty was to produce pure Aryan children. Relationships with Jews were forbidden. Those who disobeyed were punished severely. Hitler then began expanding Germany. He left the League of Nations, rebuilt the army, annexed Austria, occupied Czechoslovakia, and finally invaded Poland in 1939, starting World War II. Germany allied with Italy and Japan. Japan wanted to dominate Asia and attack Pearl Harbor, forcing the USA to enter the war. In June 1941, Hitler made his biggest mistake. He attacked the Soviet Union. The harsh winter and strong resistance defeated the German army. At Stalingrad, Germany suffered a crushing defeat. By 1945, Germany collapsed. Hitler committed suicide. Japan refused to surrender even after Germany's defeat. To end the war, the USA dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima on 6 August 1945 and the Nagasaki on 9 August 1945. After these bombings, Japan surrendered on 15 August 1945, bringing World War II to an end. This time, the Allies punished only the top Nazi leaders through the Nuremberg trials. They introduced the idea of crimes against humanity, showing the world that hatred and genocide can never be justified. Today, the Holocaust is remembered through museums, books, films, poetry, and memorials. These memories warn us that silence allows evil to grow. The story of Nazism teaches us one important lesson. Hatred destroys everyone, victims, followers, and even nations. Let's take a quick review through a flowchart. It shows the main events that led to the rise of Nazism in Germany and eventually led the Second World War. In 1918, World War I ended and Germany lost the war. After the war, a new government called the Weimar Republic was established in Germany. In 1919, Germany had to sign the Treaty of Versailles and accept strict rules. After this, Germany faced economic crisis and people had no jobs. During this time, Hitler and the Nazi Party slowly became popular. In 1933, Hitler came to power and became the dictator of Germany. Hitler started ill-treating and killing Jews and other backward classes. Hitler then started expanding Germany. In 1939, Hitler invaded Poland, marking to the beginning of World War II. In 1940, Germany, Italy, and Japan formed an alliance called the Tripartite Pact. In 1941, Germany attacked the USSR. In the same year, Japan attacked the US base at Pearl Harbor. After this attack, the USA entered the war. By 1945, Germany was defeated in the war. In 1945, Hitler committed suicide. In the same year, 1945, the USA dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan. After this, Japan accepted defeat and World War II ended. After the war, only the top Nazi leaders were punished in the Nuremberg trials. Through the Holocaust, the world learned about the killing of millions of Jews by the Nazis. Now let's take a complete look at the flowchart again. So this flowchart shows how events from the end of World War I led to the rise of Hitler, the outbreak of World War II, and finally the defeat of Nazi Germany. I hope this quick review helped you understand the sequence clearly. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more lessons. Thank you.